Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at the Davy Jones action figure from Dynamic 8ction Heroes. This is Beast Kingdom, which I have had a few Beast Kingdom things in the past, never anything Davy Jones, but the box here is really nice. You can see there's some gold on there that really showcases the actual figure itself, some of the designs, and you get a rundown of everything that's in the box on the back. You can see Davy Jones here, looks really cool. Definitely one of the better boxes I've seen from statues and figures, especially this gold. I really like this gold, and you know, the fact that it tells you character and all that really clearly, really like that. So without saying too much, let's just get into it, okay? You guys aren't here to listen to me yap all day about what the figure is. You want to see the figure, obviously. So let's get in here and let's take a little look. Really nice artwork to start off with. I really like that. That really showcases the figure itself as well. And here we have the figure. Really nicely laid out, really professional looking for a figure. I'm not a big fan of a lot of figures. I quite like the NECA figures. Never really done Beast Kingdom figures or Mezco or anything like that, because I think they're just a little bit overpriced for what they are. However, I'm kind of getting into it. I do have the Beetlejuice Mezco one pre-ordered, and this one obviously I have here. Now, full disclaimer, I did pre-order this and I did get this on release. It's been out for about a year now. I have had it sitting here for quite a long time, so bear with me. I know it's there's probably a lot more reviews out there, a lot better reviews, but I'll do my best with this one. So taking a look here at the figure, really bizarrely done. They've painted the bandana, but they've not done the actual sculpting for the bandana. Really weird, because the actual sculpt of the face and paint is really good, but that red top for a bandana just looks a bit ridiculous. Let's see if we can cover it up with a hat. Really nice sculpting on the hat. You can see all the barnacles and all the sculpted in detail. That's really nicely done. It's well painted as well. It's not too much. It's really nice dry brushing. Alright, let's take a little look. I mean, it definitely covers the red. It doesn't stay on, so that's fun. Definitely covers up that red though. I wish they had just left it red, or left it without the red. I mean, the claw looks good. Definitely a lot of detail went into that. That looks good. I really like that actually, and it's got a ball joint on that big claw section. So that is really well articulated. You can see the ball joint there. So that's really nicely done. And then shoulder, not much movement in the shoulder, but the elbow itself is double jointed. Looks like a rotation at the shoulder. The bicep, yeah, bicep and shoulder looks like a bit of a ball joint or a ratchet. Not a lot of movement in the left arm. This one is really restricted. I'm assuming because of the coat sleeve. Man, this red's really annoying me. It looks really good though. Really nicely sculpted figure. There's so much detail on this. Love this leg. This leg reminds me of something from The Last of Us. Really cool. Lots of different colours, lots of sculpted in detail. A lot of dry brushing. I'll say it's a lot of dry brushing, but it looks good. It's a shame that this figure doesn't come with the key for the chest. It would have been really nice if there was a key with the chest, and maybe even a tentacle for his beard that you could maybe stick in somewhere that would show him holding the key with the tentacle like in the movie. That would be really cool. But this hat is really nicely done. Everything so far seems really nicely sculpted and painted. There's a lot of dry brushing in the paint, but what paint is applied is really nicely done. Let's take a look at more of the accessories, I think. Start off here. We have the other hand. I'm assuming this one's for the sword. so it wraps around the actual blade. Really nicely done. You can see all the suction cups on the tentacle there. It's really cool, and everything has like a glossy finish, but there is matte sections as well. And then this one, I'm not entirely sure what this one would be for. It is a bit strange, but it's nice, nicely sculpted. There's a few seam lines unfortunately, but for the most part looks like a really nicely done piece. So you see that glossiness, and then there's a bit matte every now and then, so it gives that effect that he is, you know, wet from the sea but also dry at some points. Here we have his cane. Don't think I remember him using the cane, but by all means, another accessory is another accessory. You can see that wet part and then the dry part on this pit, like specifically, you can really see it on the cane. And it's got more of that barnacles all sculpted in, going down the cane. Really nicely done. This might be the most detailed collectible I have. I would actually say it's definitely more detailed than Sideshow stuff so far. We have the sword of Davy Jones, which I'm not sure if I ever seen him use. I think he must have used it, but it's such an odd shape for a pirate sword. I know, because I've always pictured Davy Jones using the one with the handguard. So seeing one with the cross guard is really bizarre, but this is on him in the movie. He definitely has this on his belt, so really nicely sculpted. And I like that it comes with the sheath to hook it onto his belt there. And then here we have Norrington's sword, which would then become Davy Jones' sword. And this thing is a bit oversized. It's definitely not to scale, because it seems like a 1/6 scale like sword. It figures not 1/6 scale, it figures 1/12 scale. This sword, I mean, it's really nicely done, but it's definitely not in scale with the figure. It's a bit bizarre. It's definitely too large for the figure. I mean, look at it compared to his actual sword. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm not entirely sure why that's the case, because their swords should be the same size in theory. Norrington's swords should even be a little bit smaller, definitely thinner. Anyway, here we have his pipe, really nicely sculpted. It even has a little indent as to where the tobacco would go for him to smoke. That's really cool. And here we have Jack's compass, which is a tiny little accessory. Let's see if it opens. I think it does. Let's see if I can get this in focus as well. Yep, so it does open, and it does have the compass face. That's really nicely done. I realise that's probably just a decal. It definitely looks like a decal, but that is a really nice accessory to have. Not sure it makes entire sense with Davy Jones, but it's cool to have him with it. I would have preferred the key for the chest, but definitely love that accessory. And then the last few accessories we have here is the chest. If I can get it out of the box. Okay. Oh. Wow. So it may look like an empty chest, but it's not. So you can see a lot of sculpted detail. And inside is the heart of Davy Jones. So that is a really cool detail. Really cool. Doesn't have much paint on it. The actual heart itself, it's just red with a black wash over it. However, the fact that the heart's included, that it doesn't need to have that much paint. That's already a really nice accessory. Let's take a look here at the base. Not sure if I was going to use the base, but I do really like it, so I probably will. You can see there it has Pirates of the Caribbean, it has the tentacles there, and it's glossy, the silver and the gold, and then it has Davy Jones on the front. It comes with this pole to stand him. Just 3 pieces that fit together, so that's really nice. You can see Davy Jones there. Let's get this out of the way. Davy Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a really cool base. It's probably one of my favourite bases that I own out of the ones I have. I have a lot of 3.0 ones for Transformers. So yeah, overall, with everything included and all the detail in that, I definitely think it's worth the price. Like I said, I pre-ordered this, so I'm not entirely sure what the price is nowadays because it's been out for about a year, so resale value might be a little bit higher because I don't think Beast Kingdom really make them consistently. They make them to a certain point and then they stop production, so the price of this may have gone up since then, but I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I would have definitely been happy at the time. I am now. Really happy with this. So obviously this is just an unboxing, but I hope this has maybe helped you in deciding whether or not to buy it or not. The detail is honestly the best I've seen. It rivals some of the NECA and Mezco, some of the McFarlane stuff. I know, like, you know, the scale's going down in terms of expense, but I know this one's quite expensive, but I definitely recommend it.